करना है, सुकून ना तुमको आएगा, पहुंच गए कि नादे पर जमाना सर झुकाएगा. This quote is written by our Kritika Keshavani ji. A very good afternoon to sir and all the future civil servants. I, Simran Samantre, welcome you all on behalf of Dia Delhi team with our respected Souvik sir for today's another orientation class of history. Before starting the class, I would like to say a brief introduction about sir. Souvik sir has completed his Bachelor's of Technology in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from West Bengal University of Technology. He has given UPSC Civil Service exam and appeared for interview thrice. Not also that, he has also given the West Bengal Civil Services and appeared for the interview, including the Intelligence Bureau exam and also in Indian Navy. Souvik sir is well-known name in the UPSC coaching institution. Sir has the teaching experience of approx 5 years, and also the best thing is that he was also a part of Sambhavam IS program 2022. He is the faculty of history, international relations, ethics and integrity, internal security, and etc. Sir has taught in several reputed institutions such as Chanakya IS Academy, Jatin Verma's IS Academy, Alva's Foundation, and Exampur. Sir, it's good to see you again after a long time. My dear friends, you all are lucky and grateful to have such an enthusiastic, compassionate, kind, and helping teachers and mentors in this platform. A hearty congratulations to all the selected candidates. May your dreams and hopes become a reality. I wish you all the best in your future. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Let's begin. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, you are proper. You can start, sir.
And I believe that there are a number of comments. Guys, please stop anonymously. All right. Thanks, ma'am. Achha, there is no question for me, I suppose. Let's begin. So today's class will be, I believe that it will be a very short session. I don't think I will be able to interact with you for a prolonged period. My voice is not clear. Sunita, for the rest of you, am I audible?
Sir, you are proper audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
All right. Somebody is 16 years old, and that's all I could read. All right. We will continue. Audible, yes, sir. All right. I believe Tanmay, one of my old students. I see a number of faces who are my old students as well. Your voice is lacking or lagging, you mean to say. All right. Zahid is also here. The first class will be your orientation session, right? We'll start meaning business. Your first guideline. Number one, you will be using a blank A4 sheet. Follow the guidelines. Whatever you do, you will follow the protocol. After you have followed the entire protocol, you will understand what exactly is the rationale behind these advices. And they are definitely going to be aiding and they are going to be helpful for you, right? First, we make the habits and then the habits make us, right? And try to, whenever you have an A4 size page, try to have 1.5 inches of margin on either side. This entire idea is designed so that in the examination hall, you will be writing the answers and you will have a general idea of word limit. Generally, the questions are of 150 words and 250 words. They are the two options. Once you start writing, you will start having an idea that how many words can you accommodate in a single page. So that is the rationale behind this advice. If you start writing on a ruled page, after a while you will be dependent on these rulings. And what will happen is that when you write on a blank sheet, it will go haywire. So that is not advisable, right? Let us understand about the syllabus. For your journey in Sambhavam, I'll be teaching the segment of history that includes total 6 segments of history. We'll deal with that very soon. For your UPSC syllabus, please remember, I'll try my best. Some of you I believe that you have a northern centric audience. We have some students from the Deccan region as well as maybe from the far south. I have tried to accommodate a number of questions or designed in such a way that you can benefit in your state's PSCs as well. For example, MP, for example, UP, Bihar, Assam, or something like that. Maybe you will benefit. I have also seen the syllabus for Tamil Nadu Civil Services. So along with your preparation for UPSC, at least 70% of your preparation for state PSCs will also be covered. The rest will be regional or local history or the specific pattern that the PSC board follows. So you will also benefit from these lectures. It is categorized into 3 parts: your preliminary examination, mains examination, and your personality test. Whatever, again, I'll be probably the first teacher to initiate your English batches. Whatever culture you develop, you're supposed to emulate that, follow that, implement that throughout your lecture process, throughout all the lectures you'll be meeting. And this is a habit that you will be growing, and thereby you will be making the most of these lectures, right? Kindly take your time to write whatever we are writing on the board. If you have any queries, you do feel free to ask. For prelims or the preliminary examination, it is divided into, this is the first paper or first phase that you will be facing. In the first day itself, the prelims paper will be conducted. It will be in 2 halves. The first paper is your general studies. And the second paper is your CSAT paper. Please understand the syllabus, the orientation is on the basis of UPSC notification. It's an official document. And also I have taken help from the UPSC annual reports. Thereby, whatever we say, it is very much authentic. And this is going to be the recent most trend. It is not going to change. Bhuvnesh, books. Let me go there. So don't feel cheated. I will share everything. I will keep nothing with me. Right? Shivam is asking from anyone from Punjab. You will know eventually. Please understand. The general studies is of 200 marks. The curriculum has basic history, basically Indian history, geography also of India, polity and governance, Indian economy or economic development, environment and ecology, environment and ecology, and science and technology. Science and technology. And please remember, this is the recent most trend and it is going to last for a while. The prior dominance will be, of course, the current events. They are not current affairs. They are current events that will have a general relevance to all these topics that you have mentioned. This is going to be the syllabus for your prelims. This syllabus is of 200 marks. Please remember, it is going to be objective type. That means multiple choice questionnaires. Total, there will be 100 questions. And each question will be of 2 marks. Please remember, for every question getting correct, you will be awarded 2 marks. For every question you get incorrect, you will be penalized. That is 1/3 of the allotted marks. That is 0.66. Students do not calculate these things. Knowing a lot of information and clearing the prelims, there is a lot of difference between the two. It does not matter how knowledgeable you are. How you effectively implement these information is going to ensure your selection. Right? So this is how the general studies question paper is set. Please understand the recent trend. Generally speaking, it used to be 100 plus minus 10. This used to be the cutoff. Right now, it is round about 90, rather plus minus 5. This is the recent cutoff. The cutoff has declined significantly because of the increasing complexity of the paper. With the recent trends, some of my students who are here, I suppose, who have appeared for the prelims, they have found out that the question is rather very unpredictable and on difficult lines. Majority of the students, they are panicking in the examination hall. The first half an hour, they are becoming extremely crucial for selection or rejection. The first half an hour, if you have panicked too much, it is going to be detrimental for your end result. If you have managed the initial time effectively, that is going to accrue benefit to you. So you are going to train yourself in that direction. Clearing the prelims, you have to solve as many MCQs as possible. You have to appear for questions in your prelims. You have to solve the previous year's question papers and solve as many mocks as possible. After your general studies, there is the CSAT paper. Here are elements such as general, mental ability, there is quantitative aptitude, there is comprehension, and reasoning. Right? These are the major components. Syllogism, other types of questions are there as well. For the CSAT paper, please remember, it is again going to be of 200 marks. And here, total of 80 questions you will have to solve. For each question is going to be of 2.5 marks. Also, for each question you get correct, you will be awarded 2.5 marks. For each question you answer incorrectly, you will be penalized 1/3 marks allotted. That is going to be 0.84 marks. Please remember, the CSAT paper is going to be qualifying in nature. And the questions are also going to be objective or MCQ type. The types of MCQs, the trend of the questions that are being set, they are changing every year. Again, I have noticed that the students, they hope to have a basic trend, a regularity in the pattern they expect on these lines. Very recently in the news also it came that there are in the streets people complaining about the complexity of CSAT. That is tragic and often inviting humor. Complaining about making the CSAT paper easy. This is something probably UPSC cannot entertain. So I remember those days probably in 2015. Previously, CSAT was not qualifying. So students from technical background used to score a lot of marks there and used to get qualified for writing mains. Then also the students from humanities background, they claimed that the students from technical background, they have their separate papers. For engineers, there is IES. For the doctors, they have IMS. For the humanities, from humanities background, all they have is UPSC or IAS. To give a leverage, that means a platform of equality, the UPSC decided that they will make CSAT qualifying. But in the recent times, what is being seen is that the complexity, the toughness, difficulty of CSAT has been increasing. Even my students from the technical background, medicine, engineering or otherwise, they are incapable in clearing the CSAT. So there are different tips and tricks to clear the paper. You should be mindful about it. Please remember, you have to pay a lot of attention towards clearing CSAT. For example, for the humanities students, a general observation, generally reasoning is good. Also, they are adequately competent in comprehension. What they lack is in these areas. For the technical students, they tend to have a fever, difficulty in comprehension. You have to work on comprehension. Comprehensions are more than 30 questions. Please remember, the paper is qualifying, that means you have to score 66 and above. You have to score 66 and above. Majority of the students, what they do is that they try to solve the bare number of questions that will help them qualify, and they don't do anything afterwards. See, the entire idea is that you have enough time left, enough energy left. Why not attempt as many questions as possible and be on the surer path towards success than having the doubt of rejection? Why to remain in the borderline when you can opt for selection? That is one kind of students. For every one of you, you will be falling in some or other category. You have to understand what is your challenge, where you lie short. And with that understanding, there can be the right advice for you. So in this way, everybody, the ones who have been my students in the previous batch, the ones who are right now with me, all have certain traits. Periodically, we will try to communicate with you. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of time today to engage with you. One thing, make sure of, try to attend the live lectures. I understand the language is difficult. I understand that being probably from one part of the country, you will be facing language barrier. At points, there will be communication problem. But if you come out of this process, you will benefit from this. This is something I can assure you personally with my experience. So do not, again, in the last experience, I've seen the number of students being live. They kept decreasing with the passage of time. This is something in the offline institutions, the institutions which are taking a lot of money and a lot of time, energy, everything from the candidates. Students tend to be more respectful and they tend to be more accountable to these organizations. Take this kind of venture, as charitable as it might be, very seriously and make the most of it, right? So for now, unfortunately, I have to wrap up the session. I will continue with the orientation program. We'll start with mains. Please remember, for the prelims, about 10 lakh plus candidates, they appear. They fill up the form about 15 lakhs. The number is going to increase with the passage of time, not decrease. From there, roughly 50,000 candidates, they qualify for mains. That means clearing prelims in today's time, also taking a lot of luck factor. The more preparation you do, the more practice you do, the more ready you are for uncertain challenges, you will decrease that luck factor, the factor of uncertainty. I have a number of students who had given interviews for suppose twice or thrice. They could not clear the prelims this year. So you have to be mentally prepared about and try to learn, keep up with the pace of UPSC. We are also trying very hard. The more you try to do so, the achievements will be very soon or very near to your goal. So that will be all for today, right? Unfortunately, we cannot take any questions. We cannot interact. With the passage of time, I will be seeing more number of serious students who are there in the field, who will be there with me. And for everybody, there is advice, there is guidance, there is whatever they will be needing or requiring, it will be right there at their table. So we'll meet soon, right? So that's it. Good day.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So today we had very less time because of the technical issue in the studio. So do not worry. आपका जो भी चीजें हैं आपको अभी within 2 days you'll get the schedule of every class and the timings. Mentorship program में जो mentors allot होंगे उसका आपको मिलेगा. आपका within 2-3 days जो फाइनल जो एडमिशन प्रोसेस चल रहा है that will also close. तो अभी आप लोगों को शाम तक एक ग्रुप मिल जाएगा, डिस्कशन ग्रुप. उसमें आप लोग अपने डाउट्स पूछते रहिएगा. जिन लोगों को डाउट्स क्लियर हैं प्लीज ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व दैट अमंग द पीयर ग्रुप. जो भी आपके फेलो मेट्स हैं उनको प्लीज आप रिजॉल्व करते रहिएगा. एंड होप टू सी यू शाइनिंग ब्राइट. नेक्स्ट ईयर के जो प्रीलिम्स से टारगेट कर रहे हैं वी आर वेरी सीरियस कि इस बार एक अच्छा रिजल्ट आए यहाँ से. तो with this I think we can end the session. It has been long class. Class has been short but the session has been long. So very soon we'll have a interaction with the students also. कुछ चीजें आप लोगों को बतानी है, कम्युनिकेट करनी है. एंड बिकॉज इट्स अ स्टूडेंट लेड मॉडल, इसमें हम लोग आपसे फीडबैक, कंटिन्यूस फीडबैक लूप्स आपसे लेते रहेंगे. एंड बहुत सारी चीजें आपसे शेयर करनी है. सो विल हैव अनदर सेशन. इवनिंग में रखेंगे या कल इवनिंग में रखेंगे, ऐसा रहेगा. मोस्टली आज 16th is the last date for registration. So many people are registering today. Tomorrow we can have a session in the evening. ठीक है, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो ले लेते हैं फटाफट. प्लीज आप लोग पढ़े. अमन कुमार, यू वांट टू आस्क समथिंग? ठीक है, प्लीज टेल.
हाँ सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि
आपकी वॉइस बहुत स्लो आ रही है.
हेलो,
प्लीज टेल.
हाँ सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि लास्ट ईयर से मैंने स्टार्ट किया था सर, लेकिन जब आंसर राइटिंग होती है तो मैं सर 60-70 वर्ड से ज़्यादा लिख नहीं पाता हूँ. मतलब कुछ ब्लैंक हो जाता है टोटली. तो उसको किस तरह इमेज किए करें अपने आंसर को, मतलब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मतलब लिखे 150 वर्ड्स या 250 वर्ड्स का. तो ऐसे राइटिंग होती है उसकी बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है.
Okay, Aman, I got a question like you are not able to write long answers.
Yes.
So we have 150 words answer and 250 words answer. इसका देखिए सिंपल सा एक प्रोसेस होता है प्रैक्टिस का. Even if you don't have very good vocabulary, you can easily answer the questions. It just depends on your practice. तो हमारे साथ प्रैक्टिस आप करेंगे, डेली हमारी प्रैक्टिस होगी जो सिलेक्टेड स्टूडेंट्स होंगे उनके साथ. So no need to worry. We'll share everything with you. Nakshatra Kumar Singh.
हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग सर. प्रणाम सर.
जी प्रणाम, बताइए.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था सर कि प्रणाम सर. सर आई एम सिंस आई एम अ वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल एंड आई नीड सम हेल्प रिगार्डिंग टाइम टेबल, सो वुड आई गेट इट?
हाँ बिल्कुल, आपकी सारी हेल्प की जाएगी.
जी.
आप लोग को जो भी प्रॉब्लम आएगी हमारी टीम जो है वो टेक्निकल टीम ही सॉल्व करेगी आपकी. जैसे ऐप में एक्सेस देना हो गया, या फिर आपको कुछ टाइम टेबल बनाने में प्रॉब्लम है, क्या बुक्स रेफर करनी है, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स एंड मेंटर्स भी बताएंगे।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
बिल्कुल। बलराम शर्मा।
Good afternoon, sir.
जी गुड आफ्टरनून।
Sir, I have question that I have already started my preparation and I have chosen my optional as mathematics.
राइट।
Sir, I have completed the first reading of Lakshmikant and now I am preparing my economics, sir. I have doing economics and mathematics parallelly, sir. Sir, क्या मुझे और 2-3 सब्जेक्ट जीएस के साथ में पढ़ने पड़ेंगे या फिर एक ही टाइम पे एक ही लेके चलूं, सर?
देखिए व्हाट इज बेस्ट इज कि आप एक बार में स्टार्ट करिए कोई सब्जेक्ट और उसको एक फ्लो में खत्म करिए। इफ यू हैव टू मेनी सब्जेक्ट, फॉर एग्जांपल सम पीपल हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू डिवाइड द होल टाइम टेबल इनटू 1 आवर ड्यूरेशन। जैसे 1 घंटा आपने हिस्ट्री पढ़ लिया, 1 घंटा ज्योग्राफी पढ़ लिया, 1 आवर यू स्टडी फिजिक्स, 1 आवर यू स्टडी मैथमेटिक्स, so it's actually not very useful for UPSC. You have to take one subject or maximum 2 subjects and complete everything in a flow. For example, you can reserve 3 to 4 hours for your optional subject. After that, 3 to 4 hours for any GS subject. GS you can have polity, you can have economy, any subject you can have, and just try to spend maybe 30 days for polity. You can just divide the whole 1 year duration into different slots. And once you are thorough with the subject, you'll get a lot of confidence. You complete the subject, you attempt the previous year questions, and you will see that in these lectures, in the material you study, in the NCERT you study, after you are studying this whole package, then you attempt the questions, and if you solve the question, you get a lot of confidence. Start with the prelims question, then go to the mains question also. Once you, especially जो freshers हैं, I recommend you don't start answer writing now. Once you have a good grasp on some content, for example, you have studied for 3 to 4 months. After that, you can begin for answer writing in a very basic way. Okay, so do not rush in this whole process. Be very patient and peak at the right time. Bhuvnesh is asking to unmute. Bhuvnesh, please ask.
सर मेरे को कॉलेज नहीं जाना पड़ता है और अभी मैंने 12th पास की है, तो लाइक क्लासेस आप दो आफ्टरनून में लेते हो, तो कॉलेज में क्लासेस का नहीं ले सकता मैं।
देखिए कॉलेज का बताया था पहले भी, आपको एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू एडजस्ट इट. यू कैन आइदर स्टडी आफ्टर द कॉलेज ऑन द थ्रू द एप्लीकेशन, हमारा ऐप है. अदरवाइज वी आर ट्राइंग टू कीप द क्लास इन द मॉर्निंग एंड द इवनिंग ओनली. ठीक है, अगर आप लाइव क्लास नहीं जुड़ पा रहे हैं तो यू जस्ट वॉच द रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस. अभी यूट्यूब पे है, धीरे धीरे उसको ऐप पे भी डाल देंगे सारी क्लासेस, एंड आफ्टर 7 days एवरीथिंग विल बी ऑन ऐप. नो नीड टू वरी. आंचल राणा, you cannot keep classes like rigid. जैसे आपने बोला इवनिंग में डाल दीजिए, तो इवनिंग में कैसे डाल दे? मान लीजिए कोई फैकल्टी मेंबर है, Souvik Mondal sir, let me tell you that we just stop the